Hello, YouTube. I'm Johnny, the MRA, but you can call me Johnny for short. If you don't know what an MRA is, it's a male rights activist. I'm 26 years old, and I've learned a lot about women in my young life, and most of it hasn't been good, which is why I became an MRA. Dated a lot of abusive girls, physically abusive and mentally abusive girls in the last couple years, which really opened my eyes to the way that men are being treated. I've seen my other friends who, have been divorced go through awful divorces and lose everything, including their kids, to, kangaroo courts where nothing gets solved. But today I want to talk to you about an interesting topic. I want to tell you how today I actually had an interesting debate with a feminist and how I ultimately pissed her off and won the debate. And it wasn't hard. All I really had to do was show her factual evidence. Talking about the feminist known on YouTube as Diana Dotson, if that's her YouTube name, if I can remember correctly, but I do believe that's it. Every time I would show her polls and evidence, factual evidence, that women are making 8% to 21% to more than men are on the job, that the feminist movement was actually opposed more by women than by men. More women oppose the idea of the feminist movement than men do. And more women do to this day oppose the feminist movement more than men do. It's crazy. But when you show a feminist like Diana Dotson the facts, what is her response? Well, it consists nothing of logic, I can tell you that. She responded to me with something that we like to call shaming tactics. Basically stuff like, girls must have made fun of you in high school. I bet you were beat with the ugly stick and can't get any. Let me scroll through and find some other fun ones that she said. Ooh, I must hate women because I can't find a girlfriend. Well, first of all, she doesn't even know what I look like until she sees this video. Second of all, that's pretty funny. Talk about being beat with the ugly stick. Well, if we're going to talk about shaming tactics, Diana, you might want to see an orthodontist about your teeth. Just saying. And you shouldn't wear that much makeup. I mean, this is YouTube. It's not Hollywood. Not to say that really your makeup would even qualify you to get into Broadway, let alone Hollywood. I think it's pretty overkill. But anyways, I'm not going to stoop to your level, Diana. Not going to do it. I just want to talk about our basic debate and how when you're faced with facts, the only thing you can resort to is finger pointing and name calling like a child, which is why I like to refer to a lot of feminists as acting like children. They expect everything to be handed to them, and they expect to have all the fun of equal rights, but with special privileges. At our expense, of course. And it's crazy. I thought feminism was for equal rights. Apparently, I was wrong. Feminism really is female supremacy, and I think it's hilarious that when you point the finger at something that's tyrannical, it shows itself for what it is, and that's tyranny. When you show the feminist movement, when you come to the feminist movement with facts, instead of logically answering your questions, they use shaming tactics. They name call you, showing what they really are. Misandrists, which are, if you don't know, people who hate men and boys. But they're total misandrists. They hate men. And it's absolutely hilarious to see them showing themselves for what they really stand for, female supremacism. Because you can't really blame them. I mean, heck, thanks to elitists like Ted Turner, who's been brainwashing people in society with the rest of the Illuminati to make you think that these certain ideas are good, like a New World Order. They've been brainwashing women to think that they're superior to men, that they're smarter than us, that they're better than us, that they can, hold themselves better than us. When in reality, they're no different than men. They have their equal rights now. Actually, they have more rights than we do. I can't tell you how many guy friends I have whose reputations are ruined because they go out, they date the wrong girl, and that girl runs around the bars and runs around the clubs screaming rape and crying wolf, ruining, the guy's reputation. And of course she doesn't go to the cops about it. because then she'll have a slander suit against her, right? But that's the way that these feminists act. They are so superior to you in their mind. How dare you stand up to them? Because they're entitled. It's an entitlement thing. And in the end, I guess the thing that's hilarious is in the end, these ladies are going to get exactly what they want. Exactly what they deserve. No males whatsoever. These ladies, when they're 60, 70 years old, bank on it. They're not going to be married. They're going to probably have a couple of kids from a couple of different guys. And when you ask them then, when they're 60, 70 years old, when their life's over, if it was worth it, then go up to them, ask them, was it worth giving up a man? Was feminism worth giving up a loving husband and a family? Was it worth all of it? Was getting that big, nice career job worth losing the ideas of family? I bet you they'll change their tune then. But right now, they're young, and they know it all, and they're super strong, and they don't need us. But believe me, men are starting to speak up like never before. And we're going to let our voices be heard. We've got programs now, like A Voice for Men Radio. More MRAs are starting to speak up like myself. We're not going to sit back and be screwed. I've done a lot of things in my 26 years, including serving my country. Served in the Army National Guard, and I'm proud of it. But I'm not proud of what my country is doing, and I'm not proud of how women are being brainwashed that feminism is good and empowering. It's all false empowerment. And it's ruining our society. It's telling women that they can go out and live lives of polyandry and it's all good. That's not healthy. It's not healthy when men commit adultery. It's not healthy when women do it either. But of course they're being preached that this is good. The whole thing about feminism is the New World Order, the Illuminati, want to use feminism to divide and conquer. And it's a really big success with them right now. But us as men, we can stop this. We have to stand up. We have to say no more. We're going to fight for our personal gender rights, and we're going to take back our society. We're going to give women the same rights that we have, and they're going to also take the same responsibilities that come with those rights that we have. There won't be any more, specialness given to them. But they need to come off their pedestal, and they need to join the rest of civilization and stand against this new world order that's coming our way. I don't think all women are bad. 80% of my friends are female. They're very well informed, and most of them stand with me on this issue. And I think it's really refreshing to see a lot of women standing up for men's rights. Nothing breaks my heart more to see men get mistreated the way we have. People are instantly taught in society that if you're male, you're bad. You're a rapist. You're a molester if you're male. That you're weird and creepy for having a physical attraction to the female gender. Come on, you see a hot girl walk in the bar? What's the first male thought that runs through your mind instinctively? You want to take her home. That's called male identity, and that's not wrong. That is perfectly human and perfectly normal. And you're not weird and creepy. You're being a guy. There's nothing wrong with being a guy. It's your human nature. It's what drives you. But having control over that is another thing as well. But it's not bad. It's definitely not creepy. Just some thoughts for you. Don't be afraid to stand up. Don't be afraid to stand out. It's tough. Believe me, women will use shaming tactics. Women will come around and say awful things about you, make fun of you, challenge your manhood. Don't back down. In today's society, women are men's competition. In my opinion, we should show them no chivalry. If their respect is not earned, it should not be given. They have the same rights as us. What makes them so special now? That's how I view it. Anyways, just some food for thought. I'm Johnny, I'm an MRA, and I'm proud of it. Take care, YouTube.